Live. Perfect. There we go. We are live. Happy Friday, everybody. Coach Andrew here. How about I put the mic down? There we go. Coach Andrew here, and welcome back to another episode of Tea and Teachings. And today, I want to talk to you about a really interesting conversation that I actually had with Lorna on our walk. It came from just talking to a couple of friends. So the title of this episode is "The Missing Link That Information Alone Won't Give You." So, as you know, I'm sure at this point in time, you can pretty much search the internet for just about anything. And that includes essentially health and fitness tips that you can get from anywhere for any reason for any topic, whether it's weight loss, whether you're looking at what hormone issues you have, whether it's what type of thyroid care. They've got a million different websites, things like bodybuilding.com or MyFitnessPal, that can really give you some great tips on where to start with your nutrition. Good morning, Mr. Wayne. They also have some really great apps in terms of how to track your macronutrients, how to start your exercises. So it's clear that there's a lot of information out there, and all of that information is pretty solid and really good information. I think the benefit about having the internet as long as we've had is a lot of the things are vetted and checked, and it's all credited. So at this point, anything that you need for your health and your fitness, you can pretty much go on at any time, research something, and get started. However, what me and Lorna were talking about, and this is what I wanted to share with you guys, is there's a point that solely information alone is not going to be enough to take you to your health and fitness goals, or is not going to be that thing that makes the change within you that's needed for you to see a result. And the largest part that I'm talking about is essentially accountability. Effectively, if we just use information alone, but we never apply the tools, but we can never muster up the commitment to actually try and get something started, then we're in the same place. And this is where a lot of people are now in this day and age, which is information overload. The internet combined with different seminars, combined with things that your friends are telling you, it's like drinking out of a fire hose, and you're being shot with all of this information all the time, and it overwhelms you to the point where you say, I don't know where to start. I have no idea what I should be changing from my food. I have no idea what exercises I need to be doing. There's just so much, and I know a lot of healthy habits and tools that I can apply, but which ones do I apply for me? And that's really the beauty of having accountability in your life. The purpose of hiring a coach or working with someone on your health and your fitness, or even making changes in being a part of a group atmosphere, is about getting live feedback, and also as well to getting experience of people who have done it before or who are farther ahead than you are, which is what helps you make the change. So a great example when me and Lorna were talking is, I'm a part of a men's group that's been absolutely fantastic with me. And Lorna recently finished working with a business coach. And the reason why Lorna and I are always looking for groups to be a part of is because when I'm looking at what those groups are or what this person is trying to teach me, I'm saying to myself, have they done what I have not? So have they made the changes, or have they seen a result that I haven't? What can I learn from them? And is being in this community going to support me? And that's essentially what accountability is it takes the information that you know. It helps you make a commitment to yourself, because now you have to actually commit and say to other people that you're going to make the changes. So you're going to make the changes with your nutrition. You're going to make the changes with the activity. You put it out to those people around you, whether it's in a group coaching program like we have with Advantage, or even just working one-on-one with a coach where you say, hey, you know what, Coach Andrew, tomorrow I'm going to do this, this, and this. Now you have a commitment. And with the commitment becomes very simple. You either do or you don't. And when you don't, you feel this feeling of, I've let myself down, which is why accountability is so powerful. Because the moment we tell someone else that we're going to do something, now it brings our goal and our vision to life, and it makes it real. So that's a huge part of it. The second part, besides commitment piece, is the struggle piece. yes, through this process of changing your health and your fitness, through this process of making adjustments of food, trying new diets, trying to get your exercise in, trying to change your sleep, you're going to fail. You're going to fall off the bike. But if you fall off the bike by yourself, you're going to feel embarrassed. There's no one there to help you up. It's going to take you a lot longer to dust yourself off. And then at the end of this entire process, you're going to be hesitant to get back on the bike again. Versus if you are someone who is surrounded with other people who have their own bikes, who you've also seen fallen, when you fall off your bike, there are people there who can dust you off and say, hey, you know what? I screwed up too. This was my sticking point. And you no longer feel embarrassed about the fact that maybe you weren't successful the first time. Because let's be real, all of the changes in health and fitness, you're not going to get them on the first try. Not a single person who goes through even our Vantage program is like, I implemented everything right the first time and it just all worked out and there were no hiccups. There's always going to be challenges. There's going to be challenges the first time it comes to changing your food for meal prep and carving out that time. There's going to be challenges when you do your first set of exercises and you're like, oh, wow, my body is really sore. How am I going to do tomorrow? Those challenges are always going to come up. And it's not you sticking in those moments and saying, hey, I failed. That's it. Poor me. It's what do you do? Who do you reach out to? Who do you talk to for you to get quickly out of that headspace and back on that bike to travel to whatever your health and your fitness goal is and whatever you want. That's the most important piece of this. And I bring it up today because a lot of people underwhelm accountability because it's not something that is sexy or it doesn't look like a new tool. And a lot of the times it's easier to say, I just need more information. At this point, you probably have way too much information about what you need to do. And you almost need to strip the information back, simplify the steps, just take action on it. And that's the third part of accountability. It's taking action. So we make a commitment to ourselves. We help ourselves with the struggle by having people surround us so they can pick us up when we fall. But the taking action piece is the largest part that helps with it, or that accountability helps with. And that's because the moment you start doing things and making stuff as a habit, you are going to have the opportunity of celebrating each and every moment. And just like we have to take an action to change a habit, we have to take actions to celebrate the things that we do right. And what a better way to celebrate than with other people who are going through the same process and the same challenge as you. Like a great example of this in our Vantage program is we have a Slack channel where people can share wins. We have group coaching calls where people can hop on and say, hey, I was able to accomplish this. I lost 10 pounds. I was able to remove the inflammation. And when other people hear that, it helps in two ways. When you share the win, you reinforce that what you've done is right. Okay. So if you think of it kind of like training a puppy or a pet, right? When you give it the treat, it's like, oh, I should do that again. The same thing with you. When you celebrate yourself, you want to repeat it again. But the second part of this is the little group that you surround yourself with. Those other people in the group now have a belief that that is possible because you did it. And the same way works vice versa. You're going to see people in the group, especially on our group coaching calls, that week over week are seeing changes, that week over week are making adjustments. And through that, your belief is if they can do it, I can do it too, because I saw where they started and now I understand where I can go. You get to see what's possible through the process. So, only question I want you to ask yourself. Where is it in your health and your fitness that you are trying to seek more information for? Is it weight loss? Is it reducing inflammation? Are you trying to get your thyroid on track? Are you trying to deal with your chronic fatigue? Where is it that you're seeking more information? And then truly ask yourself, do I need information? Do I need more tools? Or do I need accountability? If you need accountability, then this is that time, that opportunity, and that chance for you to say, you know what? I need to start looking for a coach. I need to start looking for where accountability exists. Now, in our case, it exists in our case, meaning me as a coach, it exists in our group coaching program. It exists in one-on-one coaching. And if you don't know the difference between the two, always happy to have a conversation. But also, accountability is self-accountability. This is recognition from you that you, in fact, need to make changes. So hopefully that helps you guys. And thanks to everyone who is watching this as a replay. And thanks to Mr. Wayne for watching this live. Remember, we are on every single Friday at 10 a.m. EST. That's Eastern Standard Time. Hop on because we've got a lot more sweet trainings in store. Other than that, I'm going to enjoy my Friday, and I hope you all enjoy yours as well. We will catch you later. Take care.